Hey everyone, Katie Freiling here, and I have a very important, very significant question to ask you today, and that is, do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? And obviously I'm referring to one of the most famous, most well-known science fiction and action movies of all time, The Matrix. If you haven't seen it, go rent it. It's a phenomenal movie. The whole series, the whole trilogy is amazing. But if you have seen it, odds are you have. It was a pretty popular movie. One of the most memorable moments of the entire series was when Neo, the main character, is asked, do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? Meaning, do you want to take the red pill and know the truth of what's going on? Or do you want to take the blue pill and keep living in comfortable ignorance and, go back to the way things were? And of course he takes the red pill and he's immediately awakened to the truth of what's really happening, the truth of reality, and he's awakened from the Matrix, and the movie moves forward from there. But it's a really important, it's actually a very important movie because it has very symbolic undertones, it's very philosophical, because we can kind of take that question and ask ourselves, do I want to take the red pill or the blue pill? Meaning, do I want to really know the truth of who I am and the truth of what's real, the truth of reality? And it may challenge me, it may be more uncomfortable, I may be forced to get out of my comfort zone and learn new things. Or do I want to just take the blue pill and continue living the way I was and continue living in kind of comfortable ignorance, just not really challenging yourself, not really taking that extra step to find out the truth. You're just okay with living in illusion, so to speak. And so I obviously took the red pill a long time ago. I started questioning a lot of things in life and a lot of things about society and what I was taught about God, and really I started inquiring into who I really was. And that's kind of how my journey started, and I've been on this journey ever since. And just recently I have been incredibly fascinated with quantum physics. It is an incredible science. It's really the science of the unseen. Okay, so it's like how deep can we go into finding the source and finding how the source of who we are at our very essence, at our very core, how that works, how that operates. And what you find is when you kind of go down this rabbit hole, the world that you find is something that we can't even comprehend. Our minds cannot even we can't wrap our minds around it, because the physical existence that we live in, our physical world, has one set of laws, one set of physics and mathematics and all this stuff. But then when you get into the unseen, there is an entirely new realm, an entirely new world with laws that defy natural classical physics or whatever you want to call it. So it's very, very fascinating because you can really find out what's really going on. And the more I learn about quantum physics, the more I'm just absolutely amazed at how much we know nothing about reality. Reality as we know it in this physical existence is not really what we, it's not what we take it to be. And one of the first things I learned about quantum physics is that the world that we see is so solid, is so dense. This chair, this desk, this computer, our bodies, they're really not solid at all. Okay? Because when you get down to the atom, you can kind of break that down into electrons, protons, and quarks and bosons, and I'm not going to get into all these crazy technical terms, but when you keep going further and further down, you find that it's not solid at all. Nothing is solid. In fact, the entire physical world is made up of energy. It's made up of waves of energy. And not just any old waves, it's actually waves of potential energy. So there are an infinite number of potential possibilities in these waves of energy happening all the time. Okay, and it's a pretty crazy concept when you kind of grasp that and you say, okay, well, what I originally thought to be true was that the world in physical reality was a very solid, dense thing, but now I'm realizing that no, actually it's not. We are not that solid. Things are you know, much more abstract and much more fluid and much more connected than we even realize. And so, you know, it's just fun. And you know, with quantum physics, there are a lot of people who have different theories and hypotheses, and you know, of course, there's going to be lots of people saying different things with different viewpoints, and that's okay. You know, this is not you know, this is not a science that's a complete, you know, textbook type thing. It's really open to interpretation. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually share with you a little bit of my interpretation and what I'm kind of gathering from my, you know, quantum physics research and everything with you guys in a very, very basic sense, okay? So I'm not going to, you know, get into anything too technical or too hard to understand. I'm really going to break it down to where it's very easy to get and to grasp. And I'm going to do this on my blog. Okay, so I've already started a series where I'm going to kind of just, you know, share with you this information that I'm learning, and kind of as I go along with my own journey here, I'm just going to blog about it and share it with you so you can kind of learn along with me. And I'd really love to get a discussion started about this kind of stuff. It's really, really fascinating when you get into it. And so what you need to do right now, what I'd like you to do, is just head on over to my blog. You can go to katiefreiling.com or just click in the link in the description box here, and you'll get taken to the blog post, and I really look forward to hearing from you. So feel free to leave a comment, tweet it, share it, do whatever you need to do. And you know, let's just you know, start this path of expanding our minds and really growing together. So very exciting. Well, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.